All right, how you guys doing today? Today's chapter is going to be Luke chapter 22, read in the NIV. But first things first, like the video. If you do anything, like it. Just like it right now. Just, little escape button, whatever. Zoom out, whatever. Escape button, or my bad. The little 4 lines, that means unfull screen. Click it, whatever. Tap the like. It's free. Spreading the message, you know what I'm saying? Spreading the gospel, doing what you're supposed to do. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say I had dinner today, or not dinner, more like lunch. I had lunch with one of my friends, one of my closest friends, right? And we're talking about God. He's like, I want to get closer. I'm having convictions, whatever. And I'm telling him, I'm like, talking about how I overcame some different things because he's living with some people that he doesn't think are like, good influences in his life. And I was like, that's one great thing about having my own room is like, there's no distractions. One, when it comes to doing my work, but two, like spiritual distractions. I'm not like swayed by anyone or anything away from God, So I put up things on my wall and on my door that are supposed to remind me to, stay right. Now, I don't really look at them too much. I look at this one occasionally and it's like, if I die today, please understand I wasn't perfect. Anything that doesn't reflect who my values say I should be, I was working on, and God was helping me through the battles. All faith was placed in him. And I look at that and it's like, was I lying when I wrote that? Yes and no, but at the same time, I'm like, how do I make it true right now, right? If I die today, God was helping me through the battles. All faith was placed in him. Am I placing all my faith in God? Am I doing all that I'm supposed to do? That's up for me to decide on that day, right? It's up to me to decide if I want to place all my faith in God and submit to him and do what he says I should do and ask him for help to do what I should do, right? So I'm in here, we're talking, and then, he's playing songs. He's like looking at my room like, oh, your room's cool, whatever. He's playing some songs on this, like little background music as we talk, and he gets to Kanye, right? So he's playing some Kanye. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. So he's playing Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, right? And we get to the part, she get under your skin if you let her, she get under your skin if you, right? And I'm like, oh, perfect, real application. Because if you look, even look at the name of the song, Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, and you could say whatever you want about that title. We all know who he's talking about, Father, right? He's talking about God, 1. And then 2, stretch my hands. I don't know what he means too much by that. I'm going to assume it means like stretch my hands, like open my hands, open myself to you. Let me be open to receiving you, right? Stretch my hands open so they're ready to receive. What are we receiving? Receive our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we have forgiven our debtors, right? Huh? I don't think I'm reaching. I think I'm preaching. You feel me? Yeah, so we get to the part, she get under your skin if you let her. And we were talking about like women, girlfriends, marriage, that type of thing at the time. And I'm like, okay, so get under your skin if you let her. A lot of people have taken the verses in Genesis and saying, a woman will desire to be over her husband, meaning she'll desire to control her husband, but her place is to submit. We know that, it says that in the word. So you can take that as she'll get under your skin if you let her. She'll desire to control you if you let her, right? She's going to control you if you let her. But her desire should be to submit if she's following God, right? But I didn't say that part to him. I was thinking it more from the devil perspective. I'm like, she get under your skin if you let her. I'm like, well, you got to ask God for help, right? You got to submit to God so that he can help you. But the devil will get under your skin if you let him. Them demons will get in your flesh if you let them. So I'm like, you got to submit. And I'm like, perfect application in the song. Because I came back, I was in the bathroom, and I came back from the bathroom, and I heard that. I was like, perfect example in the song right there. And I think that's great. I think that really means the Spirit's moving inside of me. I look for God in all things. Like that conversation I had with my French professor. In this conversation, there's things in this secular song. There's messages. And then even the next lines. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to say nothing. Everybody gonna say something. I be worried if it say nothing. Right? I don't even want to talk about it. God says we shouldn't be ashamed to say who he is. Right? We shouldn't be ashamed to proclaim his message. We shouldn't be ashamed to say the name Jesus Christ. And that we're a follower of God. And I struggle with that sometimes. There's sometimes where I'm hesitant to let people know because I don't want them to judge me. But I shouldn't be worried about how they judge me. I should be worried about how he judges me, how he's going to judge me in the final hours, right? But I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to say nothing. And you could take that in some different meanings. You could take that as like, you don't want to talk about Jesus, whatever. He doesn't want to talk about demons in his skin to God or whatever it is. You could take that. I had a better interpretation, but I can't remember it right now. It's escaping my mind. But I do remember saying something. Everybody gonna say something. I'd be worried if they say nothing, right? Because we're told that we should be persecuted for following Jesus Christ. We're told if we're not, then we should worry. And I'm pretty sure we read that in one of the last chapters we read, right? I guess we didn't read it in one of the ones we just read, but it's Matthew 5 verse 11. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me, right? So that everybody gonna say something. Everybody's gonna have something to say about your faith in Jesus, right? But we shouldn't be ashamed to proclaim him, right? And we can see in Romans 1:16, right? For I'm not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. And we're all Gentiles, but regardless, for I am not ashamed of the gospel. That's why I'm so eager to preach the gospel also to you who are in Rome, for I'm not ashamed of the gospel, right? I'm obligated both to the Greeks and the non-Greeks, both to the wise and the foolish, right? And even Jesus said, why do you eat with the publicans and the sinners? Because do you go to the doctors when you're not sick? Do you have need for a doctor if you're healthy? No. You know who needs a doctor? The sick people. That's why I eat with the publicans and the sinners and the morally unrighteous, right? That's why. Everybody gonna say something. I'd be worried if they say nothing, right? Just don't be ashamed of the gospel. Everybody's gonna say something, but you should worry if you're not persecuted. But then back to Matthew 11, blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you, right? I'd be worried if they said nothing. Blessed are you when people insult you. It's right there. It's right there. And even then, we've been talking about how like demonic stuff is in your face all the time. I'm looking at Drake's album, bro. Like, his kid drew this? A 6-year-old drew this? That's not a dog, bro. That's not a dog, bro. That's not a dog. And then you got stuff like this. It's like, we're told no effeminate man's gonna enter the kingdom. Why has bro got clips in his hair like that, right? Why bro got clips in his hair? And then like the deluxe version shifted to like 2 angels. Or is this Scary Hours 3? This might be Scary Hours 3. I don't really keep up with Drake like that. Nah, that's for all the dogs, like Scary Hours edition, whatever that means. But it's like 2 angels. It's like, how do we go from this thing that's definitely not a dog to 2 angels? Something's wrong with them. What's that Drake line? Something wrong with them. Got them all bitter. Something like that. I don't know, Drake. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. How you doing? It's me in editing mode. I just want to say, also, the 2 angels being called Scary Hours. Why do you think it's called Scary Hours? It's not going to be scary for me. It's not going to be scary for us, right? It's going to be scary for somebody, though. You see 2 angels outside your door, you're going to be a little bit scared if you ain't got the Lord in you. Let me tell you something. But also, it's just kind of like, you know, they put it in your face, like me and him were talking about. They just putting all this demonic stuff in your face, and they gonna see if you react to it or not. You got Doja Cat being a demon on her whatever, Lil Nas X and his Jesus songs, but still doing whatever. And it's like, good for you if you don't know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, they just be putting this demon stuff in your face and being like, you ain't gonna notice if I swing some little satanic cross. Freaking Playboy Cardi's label Opium, their like signature chain is like an upside down cross. My friend was telling me, I didn't even know about that one. It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. But yeah, also, I just want to say I'm going to end this one here. Luke chapter 2 will be coming out tomorrow. I was just like, dang, this 7 minutes of an intro to the chapter. I ain't even talk about the chapter. Like, I was like, pack it up. Pack it up. And one last thing, that right counter that's located right here. 20, 27, 28, whatever it's at. That's crazy. I didn't know I said right that many times. Right? Nah, but like usually I chop. I would like to say I chop about half of those out on a regular basis. I just kind of left them on because I was like, we gonna leave it in. We gonna see how many times I really said it for real. So I don't know. Let me know if you enjoyed that. You can leave a comment. Did you enjoy the right counter? Was it kind of funny? I don't know. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.